Welcome to the Moodie View. This is Martin Moody. This edition comes to you from Colombo, Bandaranaike International Airport. I'm just about to depart the airport en route to Thailand, and I'm going to show you the dual duty-free offer here from Autogrill Lanka Limited, the long-time incumbent, and the new player, the new kid on the block, Flamingo duty-free. So we're down, we've just cleared security down on the ground floor. We'll just pan around past all these local shops, and if you look above me to security, above security you'll see the first signs of the new Flamingo duty-free shop one floor above. So we're just going to walk through as a customer would walk. You'll see lots of little souvenir destination merchandise shops around to my right. There's lots of them to my right, and also to my left. I always like to see this local flavour in an airport. It's not sophisticated retailing by any means, but there's lots of interesting items on board in all these stores. And then what we'll do is walk ride up the escalator. And there you see the signage for Autogrill Lanka Limited, formerly Orient Lanka, owned by the Alpha Group, traditionally, then bought by Aldiasa, and subsequently the Autogrill Group, now part of the whole World Duty-Free Group, owned by Autogrill. And unfortunately for them, their long-time soulless incumbency at this airport has been split with a Flamingo, the Indian company who bid for this contract. That was split down the middle in both arrivals and departures. So we've just ridden up the escalator, and you can see straight ahead of us the Autogrill Lanka shop. So they've got the best position. Obviously they're right on top of the escalator, as it were. So they get the first shot at the customer. We'll go and have a look at the Flamingo outlet in a moment, but let's just see if we can pick up some highlights. We won't be able to film inside the store, obviously. There's a big Johnny Walker promotion going on based around Formula One. I always like to see these great promotions, and it's good to see it out in the concourse. Really good, isn't it? And that's offering the incentive to win a trip to the Malaysian Grand Prix. Let's see what we can see from just outside the store. I think what I'm trying to pick up here is some differences between the respective outlets. It's a contrast of styles here at Colombo Airport. LDS is still the dominant player overall, as I understand it, still selling more than Flamingo. In arrivals, very much down to its superior position. Here in departures, the battle is rather more equal. And I think the contrast between a big international player, Autogrill, and Flamingo is quite interesting. You'll see there on the back wall some big brands in perfume and cosmetics, Dior, Lauder, Clinique, and so on. And then we'll pan across through the fragrances department. It's quite a crowded shop, as you can see. Right down the back is the liquor category. Again, back walls drawing you in. Chivas, Johnny Walker, Teachers, big popular brands here. A Dior promotion right at the front of the store. To my left, Chanel, and that's interesting because Chanel not yet with Flamingo, so that's a big USP here for Autogrill. I'll just come in here on this sign, Happy Chinese New Year. And that is relevant because the Chinese traveller is becoming increasingly important to Autogrill and to Flamingo. Here, the Chinese tourism and indeed Chinese business investment in Sri Lanka is booming. Confectionery, clearly a key category here. Autogrill, as it always has been in Sri Lanka. Let's see what else we can pick up from just outside the store. So Johnny Walker promotion there. And in front of me, a massive Kit Kat effort. Nestle, Strong, as are all the big confectionery brands here. You'll see right in front of me, Ferrero, Kinder. Beyond them, celebrations from Mars, Kraft, all the big confectionery houses enjoy a lot of business here. And there's the offers of the month. So we'll try and close out this section. You can see the multilingual signage there, again underlining here the importance of the Korean, the Japanese and the Chinese traffic. Tobacco's important. You can't buy tobacco in arrivals, that's a regulatory issue here, but you can certainly buy it in departure, and it's an important category. I'm not going to try and walk inside the shop because that normally gets me in trouble, but you've got a flavour of it. So let's pan around the concourse. You'll see a fashion store there run by a local company, but I want to take you now through as if a passenger was walking towards the gate. Most of the gates are down this way, 6 to 14, and here you'll see the new kid on the block, Flamingo duty free. And as I reported in an earlier video, it's an interesting contrast between a big international player and a thriving independent. You'll notice the vibrancy, the brightness, the loudness, if you like, of Flamingo here at the airport. A lot of promotional activity outside or immediately at the front of the store. Colour is very bright red, and they're doing their best to attract footfall into the store from their competitor. Fragrances offer is still much more limited than that of Autogrill. I think they do a good job, as I saw on an earlier video, on liquor and malt whiskey in particular. I thought I was about to be stopped from filming there, so that's my hesitation. They do a good job on high-end malt, on blends, and surprisingly on very, very high-end cognac. What I'd like to see from these stores, both operators in fact, is more of a local flavour. I don't think there's much of that at all from either of them. So both undoubtedly will be looking at that and see if they can approve that, improve that. And there you go, we're just looking back down over the lower level area. In the background, the security have just asked me to stop filming, so I'm going to walk away now from the Flamingo store and continue walking through the airport. That's always a problem when I do try to bring you video coverage. They don't like it, which is frustrating, but I hope that at least we've been able to give you a flavour of this Sri Lankan gateway. So for the final shot of some of the small local shops and Flamingo duty free. This is Martin Moodie closing out for the Moodie view from Colombo Bandaranaike International Airport.